Make some inquiries in Switzerland, and I wanted to have an installation of solar energy for a household with a fridge, lights, and all that. And they made an estimation for me. They would have put all of it together in a container, but it was costing me about $15,000. I don't want to spend that money, so I left it together. But now I know if I want the same installation, it will cost me about $5,000. So from 15 to 5, that's a lot of money. Actually, solar energy is not as expensive as people think.
We talked to them about stocking solar systems and other renewable energy equipment in their shops as an outlet. And they said they would try, but they had limited knowledge of the technology itself. And so we took one of the technicians and asked him to try and help them in the selling of this equipment.
A system costs as little as $300 and pays off in 3 or 4 months in usage.
Currently, they are the ones who are pioneering the sale of this equipment. They have become an opinion leader in selling renewable energy in Hargeisa and generally the whole of Somaliland.
But let's say for the last 2 months, we have imported about $10,000 worth of product.
Currently, the profits that they get from the selling of renewable energy equipment way surpasses what they were getting selling the natural beauty products. As the catchphrase for PED project is powering economic diversification, we were able to help them diversify into new areas, and they were able to generate more income for themselves.
Mostly I use one shop, Safi shop. They sell solar panels, solar lights, all the solar equipment, whether lights, panels, charge controllers, batteries, everything for solar equipment they sell.
Another success story is Saeed Ahmed. He's a solar electrician and an entrepreneur.
Oh, they do not order, they have on hand. So you'll just go and buy, then after 30 minutes you can start installation. So Safi shop, they make our work so easily. The other day, I saw an American girl called Erika, and she said, we have an idea, new idea about the sun and how to make sun electricity. We surprised it. We were 45 students. We wonder. And I said, how this happened, teacher? And I said, she will show us. We were very happy at that time. First, it was a dream to us, and that the sun can be made for electricity. This business works for solar lighting all the night. You don't use any other source of electricity. You use solar, he buy his materials, use his solar lights and everything. It's just reliable for solar lighting. We do maintenance for free because the people, they don't know what solar system is. So we are encouraging them. I kept every installation, the date of the installation, and the power of the installation, the owner of the installation, the site. All this I kept in a diary. And now I installed around 100 installations.
Charcoal production is killing the region. Solar cookers could have a dramatic impact on the deforestation process in these delicate ecosystems.
This one I'm putting 5 tablespoons. This 1 cup of sugar. It's very easy to bake cake, bread, and eggs, water, drink water, and omelette, eggs, steamed meat, fish, whatever you wish. And do it like this. cakes and bread. We give them 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. We can leave them 2 hours. They can be there. Yeah, we don't need to open them and to see them to check. After 1 hour and a half, we can check it up.
Yeah.
Number one.
If you are working with renewable energy, you have to work everything. The people will not ask you only solar. They will ask you about biomass, biogas, windmill, although the windmill is the best. I think this all the night, how can get in windmill system.
The wind speeds in the northern Somali territories are remarkably good year-round. One of the questions we had to face was how can the winds be best applied to the Somali economy and culture? The answer we got from Somali experts, agronomists, veterinarians, elders, business people was this: use it to extract water for agricultural and livestock activities.
We wanted people to see that windmill wasn't just something from our grandfathers. The original designs done by our grandfathers and great-grandfathers were fantastic for the day, for the way you made things in the day. Yeah. But this design came with two concepts: more efficient and able to be made in a third world workshop with relatively basic equipment. Okay. That was the concept. Yeah. This is basically about the very first type of windmill that we made when we first got the design from Intermediate Technology Development Group from England. We put this machine up and it lasted 3 days.
Well,
before it failed.
So you learned something on that.
And that's where we started the process of making and breaking and making and breaking. And basically it took nearly 5 years to get to the design that we're making today. When the wind gets strong, this tail has to stay in the flow of the wind like the rudder of a ship. Something has to give, and this gives. And now you see the blades are now edgeways into the wind, and they stop. And then you see what happens. If the wind then starts to slow down, this guy starts to go back again, and he opens up and goes back to work automatically. People have said, very highly skilled and experienced engineers that I've had the privilege of working with in this project from the beginning, have said, Mike, if you had been an engineer, you wouldn't have done this. It's like the bumblebee. Your NASA flight engineers will tell you a bumblebee can't fly.
It can't fly.
But nobody told him that. Yeah. So he flies very happily. Nobody told me I couldn't design a windmill. Yeah. And so I did it.
Wind pumps are a modern, viable technology. Outside investors are now building a wind pump factory in Hargeisa.